Hey guys, thanks for joining us again. We're back on the scene off of hiatus, and we're super excited to be bringing you a new band in their freshman year. As always, I'm Vanessa Joy, and this is Angels and Aliens. Hi guys.
Hey.
First off, like I said, we're in freshman year of this band, which is really exciting for us over here at AzMusic.org. So why don't you go around, starting with your front woman, introduce yourselves and what you do in the band.
Hello, I'm Angel Cakes. I'm the singer, and I play rhythm guitar.
Hi, I'm Cecilia Satori, and I play cello.
I'm Brian Mogul, I play guitar.
I'm Dave Barnard, plays drums, transportation.
That's important.
Navigation.
Seth Norman, Bravo Transportation, and bassist.
Yay. Well, thanks for being here, you guys. We appreciate it. And the big thing right now with Angels and Aliens is your debut. It's coming up this weekend. Am I correct in
That's
that?
right.
Right.
Saturday night.
And
Folk count.
at Facao. Real quick, what are your favorite things to order at Facao?
I like the teriyaki chicken.
Yeah?
Yeah, it's really good.
I gotta try that one.
I believe it's the E11 or E12. But it's like fried rice, chicken, and a pineapple.
Oh,
Like just a whole half a pineapple.
sounds
Just
I
sitting
wanted
there.
to try
It's
that.
cooked in and it's awesome. You gotta eat it. You gotta.
I really like the big bowl of soup, the
Huh?
vegan broth vegetable. It's so
Mhm.
good. It's so nourishing.
There are two vegans in the band.
Well, I'm vegetarian, she's a vegan, but similar. Yeah, I order stir-fried vegetables with rice noodles there. It's
Ooh.
like, that's the only thing I order there. It's just so good.
I think there's something over there called lemongrass chicken or something like
Yeah, I've seen it on the menu.
that. Right, yeah, I
You
like
can't go wrong at Facao. But you know, Brian, you and I have met before. You have, even though Angels and Aliens is new, you're not new to this scene at all.
No.
Can you tell me a little bit about your history in music?
Just in the valley.
Yeah, wherever you want to take us.
Well, yeah, but I come from New York, and I did a lot with bands out there. I used to play in a band called Blitzkrieg, which was Joey Belladonna and Scott Ian from Anthrax, and I got involved with them just before they got signed, and my singer joined them, and we got some great dates. I got a little bit of connections out of it. I stayed with that for a few years, but out here, when I got here, it was all different. I played with a lot of vocalists around here. Tessa Carey's, Cassidy Elisa. I was a guitarist in her project, and well, there's just a bunch of them. But yeah, most of it was just accompanying and doing recordings or live
Well,
shows.
that's actually where I met you, was when you were doing a duo with Cassidy.
Okay.
And I remember I came up to you in the smoking area and I complimented your guitar skills because you melted my face off.
Wow.
And-
That's so nice to say.
No, and you were surprised. You were like, "Oh, no one ever notices me when I play with." I think what you had said, when I play with Cassidy. You really feel that?
Well, yeah, I didn't do as much with that project as I do with Angel. Angel gives me a lot more freedom, and I can express myself a lot better. So, yeah, you're going to hear a lot better stuff when I'm with somebody who's not kind of constraining what I'm able to do. And this is a choice that I make when I play with people: is does my music going to fit over it? And Cassidy was bold for even letting somebody play electric over her stuff, because when that happened, nobody else was doing it, and now it's like a paradigm, and it's kind of cool.
Yeah,
That
very
people are
cool.
listening to guitar again.
Very cool. So we know that you're playing at Facao, and this is a question for the whole band. The Facao music scene, the artists in Facao that play at Facao, it's a very close knit group. My question is, who are some of the artists in that whole sector that you guys like?
I like Please there. Those guys. Please.
Please is good.
Cody Lima.
Cody Lima and his drummer.
His drummer's
Yeah.
in the band with us Saturday.
Yeah.
Delta Val.
Oh.
Carol Pacey
So many.
and Andy Barunda, the Honey Shakers. And now Painting Fences is there quite a bit too.
Manic Monkeys, Painted Fences.
Well, and I always ask a question like that because here at azmusic.org, we love the camaraderie. with all of the artists. But going to Angel, you are the lead singer, and I listened to a couple of your tracks. Your voice is very earthy, very ethereal. You took me back to the 90s Lilith Fair in like the best possible sense. Can you kind of tell me where your sound comes from and some of your influences?
Well, I grew up singing to Selena Quintanilla, so she was my idol at first, and then I started getting into the heavier stuff, and it kind of stuck, the rock, and well, inspiration for the music that I do write for the band, and that comes randomly. I don't plan on it; it just happens.
Yeah, well, we love Selena here. You had us at Selena. And being, I love seeing a female-fronted band. Being a female-fronted band that comes with whether you feel camaraderie with other female singers, competition, or both. I've heard it all. What are your thoughts on that?
I just have fun. I love to sing, and I'm very open with the band, and there's not where
she doesn't
a
know
team,
she's the
so.
front person. She doesn't realize that.
And it's kind of like the girl who doesn't know she's beautiful. It works out that way. Yeah. Well, as a front woman, what would you say your signature on this band would be?
Oh, I don't know. Maybe. I don't know.
Well, it's to be found out. Head there to Facao Saturday night. We'll see. They're obviously popular.
Actually, I don't know if you know this, but all the songs we do in Angels and Aliens now are written songs by Angel that we accompany later. So we take the song, whether it's a cover or an original.
Yeah, and the songwriting definitely is strong in the band, and from the tracks that I've heard, you're definitely a force to be reckoned with when it comes to songwriting.
Thank you.
Yeah, she's great.
The personnel, there's 5 of you. So, how did you all come together?
Well, I joined the band the most recent. Painting Fences, my other band, has been playing with Angels and Aliens in the recent few months, and Brian was like, "Hey, I need a bassist. Like, I need a bassist." I'm like, "We can work something out." So at first I was a little nervous because I play a little more hard rock, and I was like, I don't want to overpower and just destroy everything, but I found a nice little groove that I can fit in.
Definitely. It sounds like you guys gel together, and that's half the battle. Your band painting fences. It's painting fences. Are you still in that project?
Oh yeah,
Okay.
definitely. That is.
Painting fences has definitely been on AzMusic.org's radar, so that's good to hear as well. And so for, now we know how Seth came to be. Brian, I know you probably had a lot to do with getting the networking going on with the band.
Real quickly, I had Dave's the only drummer that ever was full-time with any of my bands here. He's been my drummer ever since I've had a drummer. And there's a guy, Rick Bellinger, was playing bass. He's kind of like retired now from playing, and he's got other obligations. But we wanted to tour and do things that you can't really do if you're tied down in the area or if you're got other obligations. And we're playing with him Saturday. We're giving a special little mini set to him to thank him for all the bringing us where we are. And
He was an original alien.
Yeah, he was one of the founding members, and he absolutely believes everything about the aliens. So I wanted to come up with a name that pleased everybody, and he plays bass, so he thought both names were about him. But so it was Alien Bass was the name when Angel came in. She did our first EP under Alien Bass, and then I entitled, my girlfriend Jennifer entitled the CD Angels and Aliens, and I was like,
great.
that's the name.
That was
That's
great.
the absolute name.
Such a
It was going to be Angel and Aliens even at one point, but then we got another angel in it.
It really couldn't have worked out more perfectly.
No, it's like predestined or something. It's weird.
Well, Victor Cow has been an angel to the Tempe music
You
scene,
bet.
and I just want to hear some of your thoughts on what he's doing with bringing music to people that wouldn't otherwise hear it.
It's different. I wouldn't expect, hard rock music or, alternative rock in a Vietnamese restaurant. So it was different seeing when I first played there, but he was very, open. He's, welcoming, and he's pretty cool guy.
Yeah, there's definitely a juxtaposition when it comes to sitting down to a big steaming hot pile of pho and hearing your hard rock, because it's such a beautiful venue. It's a gorgeous restaurant. It's almost a date night kind of place, but people are able to see a lot of the local acts that they wouldn't normally see, which is really cool. But besides Fakao, what are some of the other venues that Angels and Aliens want to conquer?
I want to play Crescent.
All of them.
Yeah.
You've got your sights set on Crescent?
Well, to me, that's like a plateau that once you play there, you can kind of, you have a handle on the music scene, and you'd probably be well connected enough to export your creativity out of the area, so maybe you get discovered nationally. But really, I think that playing Crescent, or that place we saw Buckethead. What was that?
Oh yeah, that was Live Wire.
Live
Oh,
Wire.
yeah,
saw
Buckethead did
Buckethead,
come to
that was
Live Wire.
I was
You
like,
guys-
I was like this the whole time. It was like I couldn't believe that it
Where's that
held.
place that we're going to be playing at the Battle of the Bands? What is it?
Well, Battle Bands, that's an outside thing, I think. But we have not Last Exit, Rebel Lounge
Yeah,
coming
Rebel
up,
Lounge, yeah.
and Last Exit. Last Exit's going to be with the Phoenix 50 and the local music co-op. That little consortium of bands and artists that we have to like stock these shows, so we can. We're trying to bring attention to local musicians, because people don't think about it. They get in their car and they stick a CD in of their favorite band, and odds are it's not a local band. Most people off the street can't name their local bands. They might not even know the bands that have made it out of here, like that were from here. Like Congos or
Jimmy
Blossom,
Well.
Tubes or something.
Another guy's doing a lot of stuff too is Brandon over at deluxeradio.com.
Yes.
Yeah, I'm familiar.
Yeah, he's for local music. He's great.
Definitely. And I actually know a lot of people who now all they're listening to is locals from around this area, which,
Sounds
every
good
artist should give themselves a pat on the back. That's amazing. I wanted to go to Cecilia. You play cello for Angels and Aliens.
Yeah.
How long have you been playing cello?
About 16 years, almost 17 years.
And are you self-taught or classically trained?
Classically trained.
Oh,
Actually,
pinkies up.
my first instrument choice was a violin, but my sister, who's older than me, she's like, oh no, you should play cello, blah, blah, I'll teach you. And I'm like, okay. So I chose cello at 11 years old, and I decided that, let's see if she's going to teach me. So I got really excited about that. Oddly enough, she only gave me a little lesson one time.
And you are a
But I love
singer.
it.
You are a singer as well.
Yes.
Do you do background vocals in Angels and Aliens at any point?
Angel asked me once. Asked her. And I got really shy about it. So I don't know. It might happen. We'll see.
Yeah,
But,
she's kind of new in the band too. Kind of new,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
Well, let's go to our drummer over here. How long have you been playing
I've
drums?
been playing drums, I don't know, since I was 5 years old. So I was banging on things,
So, is this your first band in the scene,
I'll tell you
in the
about-
local scene?
Coming out to Arizona about 20 years ago from back east.
Okay.
Just recently, going out to open mics, Bobby G Entertainment, Bobby Garcia, he has just open mic, and that's where I started meeting a lot of musicians, and then was Simply Mary, and then Simply Mary met
Yeah.
you, and that's kind of like where I met you, but I've basically probably just been maybe getting really serious probably in the last 7 years, playing
Okay.
music out here with a bunch of different bands. This is the most fun I've had in a band in my life, so this is
That matters.
Likewise, actually, we're all just all the problems that you
matters.
have with bands and all the stresses and stuff seem to. Well, I don't know if they escape us, but we deal with them really well in ways that other bands fragment because of it. And yeah, it's just like we like.
and we're
each
getting
other.
older too.
And we hang around. Yeah, well, that's it. I think it's a maturity and approach towards the craft that it's more serious, but not at the lack of having fun. You know.
And it's great hanging out with these young people too. You know.
Thanks.
Well, I want to backtrack a little bit. You had mentioned Buckethead, that you went to go to the Buckethead
First
show.
concert I've been to since Brian James Dio died.
Well, Buckethead is a guitar god. That can't be disputed. So I want to hear some of your influences. Obviously, you're a fan.
Yes, well, I'm not a fan of Bucketheads until he broke my solemn rule of not spending $1 on national acts until the local band's up and running. He bought my ticket and dragged my ass over there, and dragged me over there, and I was amazed that he was pulling off a lot of the stuff live. But my influences are very slim, but they're all kind of heavy metal. But it's the metal people that played some time ago, for the most part. Yuli John Roth from the Scorpions, Michael Schenker from UFO. Well, there you go, Richie Blackmore. Stuff like that. And you'll hear all that when I'm playing, because I grew up with it. And it's not a copying thing. We were all together, at the same point in time.
So, Angels and Aliens, tell us about your current EP. What is the name? I know that you have an EP floating around.
Yes, all right. It's Angels. It originally was recorded as Alien Bass with Angel Cakes, and the name of it was Angels and Aliens. So we got our name from our own album.
So it's a self-titled EP that you do have.
Yes, it's got 4 songs, 2 covers. I use the word cover loosely because it's original music that the cover words fit over. So we kind of rewrite the song, keep it chords similar, but we come up with riffs. There are new hooks in the song, and we take the vocal hook where Angel does, and by the time we get it to work on, Angel's already changed it considerably from its original form. But somehow the message of the covers come through. So on that one we have Trouble's a Friend by Lenka and X's and O's, but we have her first original with us, and when we did this, it was only a week out of my last band breaking up. It didn't break up, actually. It was the same band here. But the singer, Cassidy, had left, and we had an appointment to do the recording, and we had to do whatever we had, and we threw it together as quick as we could and just practiced the heck out of those 3. And that's floating around. We'll probably do reprints on it. We might take one of those and put it as a bonus cut on an LP that's coming out.
Well, Trouble is a Friend, is that on that?
That's on
said EP?
Angels and Aliens EP.
And with Power of Love and Peace, is that
That is
on
not
it?
on that one. That's one of the upcoming off our LP.
Yeah.
Okay, that's an amazing song. That track really spoke to me. And
The words.
in our I was just going to say, in our particular social climate, that's an awesome sentiment to hear. I guess I'm going to direct it over to you, Angel. What would you say drives your songwriting?
Well, with that song, just looking at the world, how there are, bad things that happen, and honestly, I feel that, that shouldn't happen, so that song's pointed, towards teaching innocent people, to be better when they get older, or, so that's basically what that song's about. But what drives my, songwriting is like movies or just anything I see, the inspiration will just spark out of nowhere. It's not like a planned thing. It takes a little while.
I've always said a woman with a pen is a mighty weapon. Definitely. So this is directed to you all, whoever wants to jump in. Predictions on what the audience at FACAL will take away from your sound this weekend. Take away from the entire performance. What are some predictions you have?
Lots of warm, fuzzy feelings.
They've already been mentioning, because some of our fans have been following us, and they're saying, how we're improving so much more every time they see us, and lately been really getting some good compliments on our performances. So real happy about that.
Tons of
and
energy.
the sound.
I think they're
Really good energy too. A lot of that's got to do with your healing cello.
Yeah, and then of course you have a cello
And
there too,
Angel
which
words.
is different.
I didn't hear you, Angel. What did you say?
Oh, there might be dancing.
There might be dancing involved. Be warned. Come prepared.
It's going to be great because the songs are way more polished than they were. There's a point in all the bands, I think, that you ask, where you just do a song and from then on it's going to be that good or better.
Mm-hmm.
And
Right.
that good was just so good the last time we played. It was ridiculously good. And I played things I didn't practice that came out, and same with all of us. And it's just like it's almost being entranced at the moment where it's a little bit out of your control, but you're just driving something, you know, it's weird. It's weird.
It's giving love to people, giving them healing, and just knowing that there is always hope, definitely.
I want to end right there. Because that just gave me
Perfect.
gave me some hope. I can't wait to see you guys at Fakao. Give everyone the details again.
It's a Fakao live music restaurant. It's at 7436 East McDowell in South Scottsdale. And we started about 7 o'clock. CC's first. We got about 5. Manic Monkeys is the main band besides us, and a couple new bands, Cerebral Boom and the Death Cats with Tyler
Death
Brewer,
Cats, yeah.
and my little side project, which is a jam with former people I've sang with. I bring in parts of the band. It's got a revolving door of members, sort of like the Exploding Oranges, who are going to be there as well. And I'm excited because they're all our very good friends. So this night's going to go up.
Yeah. October 1st this weekend.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's going to be sick.
Saturday.
And there's not a thing going on around to compete with that show on top of it. Not that it matters because there's 4 million people around. You shouldn't have to worry about if somebody's playing down the street.
When do doors open?
Well, the doors are open at 11 a.m. And I'm hoping if you want a seat, you'd have to get there that early. But I would suggest, because the food is so good and you know, it's affordable too, that you go there time to have some dinner, and then CC will entertain you with her cello from about 7:15 to about 7:45 to 8, 20 minutes, half hour cello and guitar. And guitar mainly.
Maybe a little bit of vocals.
And sing.
Oh, you're going to do the
Amazing.
cello with Vincent Sprague later. She's
Well-
company poetry.
We just want to thank you guys for being here.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Angels and Aliens, welcome them to the freshman class. This is AzMusic.org. As always, I'm Vanessa Joy. Thanks for joining us.
Damn.